Hey sis, come on in and grab a seat to a place where every stitch tells a story and every pocket hides a secret. Hi, I'm Denitra, your curator of chic chaos and the art of living luxuriously, even in the little things. All right, so we are coming here today to do a 30-day update on this beautiful piece here. It is the Empire 40. I want to let you guys know how it fared for 30 days. It has a lot of memories here in this bag, so I just want to go over all of it with you. So So before I get started, since this bag dropped, it has never decreased in price. I do have my iPad here so I can have my notes and stuff, but this particular bag comes in several different silhouettes. It comes in a 34, it comes in an Empire, a soft Empire Carryall 28. It's the regular Empire Carryall 34 and also a soft Empire Carryall 48. And this right here is the soft Empire Carryall 40. This price was $6.95 and it has remained at $6.95. I know on Coach's website it has never decreased in price, but I know other places have decreased it momentarily, but then it increased again. So again, I got this bag from Dillard's. I was not able to, well, I was able to get it from Coach, but there was some craziness going on, so I decided not to purchase it from Coach and just to get it from Dillard's. I wanted this specific bag to go to the 5 graduations that I was going to for the month, and I just had a lot of things that I was doing for last month, and I just wanted to have this particular bag and this particular color to do my 30-day update. So let's go over the bag. I do have notes as well, y'all, so bear with me. So the soft Empire Carryall 40 is a beauty. I still have her dressed. This is how I currently have her dressed. She is actually made with gloved, genuine full grain leather, as it says at the bottom here. And she does have 4 feet, and they all are embossed with Coach's name on either side, on both sides of the actual feet. Just to walk around the bag, this is what it looks like. She actually still looks pretty brand new, but I'm going to give you guys some information on it as well. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this, going to 5 different graduations in a month, this is a sturdy bag. I have no complaints about the sturdiness in it, the quality of this bag. The quality is excellent. Coach did a great job with making this bag. It is pretty amazing. When I first started to wear her, I was at Walmart with my kids and my husband, and it just out of nowhere started raining. So it was like a big drench rain. So my bag got wet. Instantly, I saw wet spots. I don't know if you guys, if you don't have Louis Vuitton, you probably don't know, but the vachetta, if it gets wet, you see rain spots on it. It started to do this in this bag, and I instantly got upset because there were so many wet spots on it. I thought it was going to be permanent, but as you can see, there are no wet spots on there. So when it actually dried, the wet spots went away, but I personally at first thought it was permanent. So just know if your bag does get wet, those wet spots do leave your purse when it dries out. So that's good to know. I didn't know that because I never saw anyone review that or say anything about that particular part of the bag, but it did get wet and there were wet spots. I just want to know if anybody knows in the comments how long it would do that for. Like, how many times would you say is enough if your bag got wet and the wet spot would actually stain the leather? So if you guys know that, please put it in the comments, because I would like to know, because like I said, it only happened once. And like I said, the leather dried and you don't see any wet spots. There were no wet spots that stained the bag at all. So that was a great thing about it. But that was my little spilling story. Yeah, I almost started crying when I saw the wet spots, because I was like, man, this bag is expensive. I don't know if, you know, it's going to come out or whatnot, but it did. So that is great. So let's go with the cons of the bag. Cons. Does it carry heavy? Yes, it does carry heavy. Depending on what you put in there, this bag can get heavy and it can cause pain in your arm, that I've experienced as well, because I've had so much stuff. I was carrying my life around and going to 5 different graduations. I had diapers, wipes, bags. I had it's one of those phone stand holders. Let me see if I'll get it. So I had one of these things from TikTok. It actually expands into you hit this button and it expands into a phone holder. You know, you record with it when you're out and about. So I had this in my bag too, for all the graduations, and I would put my phone in there and just let it record, instead of being like those other parents and holding your phone the entire time. This is what I used, and this was in my bag as well. Don't mind it, it's kind of bootleg. My son broke it. He decided he wanted to chew on one part and let me keep the other part, so that's why you only see one light on here. So that is what I was working with, and I was carrying this around too, and all of the things I was carrying, snacks. But I must say that the bag held up, and I had no complaints in that particular aspect. But it does carry heavy. It can. I never used the crossbody strap. I only carried it top handle. So like I said, these handles are super sturdy. I mean, as much stuff I was throwing in there, I thought it was going to break, but they're pretty sturdy. The other con that I did not like is these here. The edges of the bag, they constantly buckle. No matter what you do, the bag is going to look like this. I just think that is just the make of the bag, but I'm sorry, y'all, I don't like it. Now, I told you from the very beginning that I was going to carry her organically, but because this was getting on my nerves so bad, I decided to order a base shaper and an organizer, and that is what I did, because Coach's organizer at the time was sold out, so I had to go to Amazon and order some. So I ordered a base shaper. I ordered a 35, not a 40, and also for the organizer too. They were both for a 35 size bag, because I didn't want it to, you know, lose all of this. I didn't want it to be super stiff. But when I did that, I felt like this buckled even more, like it stayed in this particular way, and I really do hate it. I don't like this. That's one thing, and that's on the back too. That's one thing I did not like. But again, I think that's just the way the bag is made. I try to put stuff in there strategically to try to push up against it, you know, to make it sit like that, but it still didn't work. Those edges still buckled no matter what I did. So that is another thing I did not like. Another thing is, the charms make your bag heavy as well, y'all. So this chain right here is quite substantial, and it does create some weight on its own. Now, there is nothing in this bag but this dust bag here. Everything is empty, and it's still quite heavy. Not too heavy where I feel like I can't stand it, but it's quite heavy on its own, just like this. So know that. It's cute. But because this chain is quite substantial, it can get heavy with the charms on there. Other than that, I know a lot of people were complaining about corner wear. Now, I did have some corner wear, but let me tell you this. It looked kind of ashy. So what I did was I put some, because you can't see it anymore since I put that leather stuff on it, that stuff that I got, guys, the leather cleaner. You can't really see it anymore on the corners, but there is some wear on them. Hopefully you guys can see that on the side of the bag, but it's not too bad. But there was points in my carry where it looks like it was like ashy, where you can tell that it was worn, and I just put some leather cleaner on it, and it looks brand new now, but there was some wear on the corners there, but not too bad after 30 days. And then it was some scratches here. That's my next con, is that the bag does scratch easily. I'm not sure how it happened, but if you can see this, there is a long scratch. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. I'm trying to see it myself with this light. Hold on, let me see if I turn it off. You guys can see it. There it goes. You see, it's this long scratch along the bag right here, and there's other than that, it's just striations. I'm not sure how I did this, but there is this long scratch, and there were some scratches on the side, but when I put that leather cleaner on there, they just went away, y'all. So just know that this bag scratches easily. But those are my cons for the bag. The pros, again, it carries a lot. Another pro is I've made a lot of memories with this particular piece. Like I said, 5 graduations, a lot of memories. I don't want to go into detail because I might start crying, but 5 graduations with this particular piece, and I love this color. It's beautiful. It has feet. Handles are sturdy. If you want to use it as a crossbody or a shoulder bag, you can, because you have this strap. I never used it. I'm not really a crossbody girly. If I wanted to use it on my shoulder, I definitely would, but I feel like this bag is a little bit too big for me to actually do that. Since I'm only 5'2", I don't feel like it will actually look right. I think it looks cute as a arm bag. I really like to carry it top handle. But in my opinion, overall, I really do love this piece. Again, I have 2 other ones. I still have them. I have it in Merlot and I have it in Navy, and I would not sell these. These are permanent in my collection. I really do love them. I really do hope that there is a 35. Oh, I don't think I mentioned 35. There's a 35 silhouette too, y'all. I hope that the silhouette for the Empire 35 comes out with additional colors, because I would really love to have that one in additional colors. If they had honey, I would have most definitely liked to get honey in 35, but what's 5 more inches? Okay. I really do love this piece. Like I said, this is a forever piece, and I will go ahead and, oh, another pro is that it really does go with everything. As you saw, if you were following my journey with the graduations and everything that transpired, there was some sad news and there was some great news as well. But I did show you guys some of the outfits that I wore with the bag. What do you guys think? I feel like it really does go with everything. And as long as you style it, or even if you don't style it, it will still go with everything. So I think it's a great piece overall, and I am blessed to have it, and I'm blessed to have the memories with this particular piece. So I'm definitely happy with it. So if you guys have any other questions, definitely leave them below. So the next video that you will be seeing is what I am going to be moving into, and just to give you a sneak peek, it will be the Empire. It will be the Louis Vuitton Classic Monogram Speedy 35. And I will be doing a what's in my bag for the next one, and we'll start this 30-day review on this particular classic vintage piece. I'm so excited. I've already been in her for a couple of days. Since the 9th, I've already changed into her with the cherry scarf and everything. So happy to have her. But other than that, I don't want to make this video too long. So if you guys have any other questions, please comment below. And again, don't forget to subscribe, because what? Life is too short for boring bags and bland routines. Bye.